10:13 p.m. Wednesday, August 5th, 2020, episode number 811 of UhhYeahDude. My name is Jonathan, and this is Seth.
811.
Hello, Seth.
Call before you dig. Just a public service announcement. These episodes, 810 in particular, love them so much. So excited about 811 because
Things are getting heated.
They're heating up.
I mean, I remember in my own mind, they were heating up.
Now, May of 2012, you know it's heating up. And I mean, we mentioned breadcrumbs. We talked dimension boxes. It is I don't know what it is about it. Again, I'll say therapeutic, but it's invigorating to me in August of 2012 in August of 2020. See? To get in that. That's how much I get into the mindset of 2012. I'm right there.
We're living it.
Well, I want to say thank you to Canada in May of 2012 and to the Royal Canadian Mint who ceased production of the fucking penny.
The Canadian penny?
The Canadian penny. They ceased distribution. They ceased production in May of 2012, and then distribution of the penny was phased out in February of 2013. Very smart. Not stupid like us.
Does a Canadian penny count here as a penny?
It's actually, you owe somebody an American nickel if they give you a penny here.
It might be nice just to
Make a necklace.
Do that as a gimme.
A U.S. penny, we've had them since 1787. There was a half-cent coin that phased out in 1857. You know how many times you need a half a penny?
Half cent.
I need a half cent in August of 2020 during the fucking quarantine.
But then also isn't...
The cost...
Yeah, I was just going to say.
Cost 2 cents to make every 1 cent piece.
Still?
For 14 straight years, there's different variations on how much money we or the United States loses. Anywhere from 55 to 70 million. I was finding different figures that it costs to keep the penny in circulation. Jonathan.
No, that's not right.
They're losing to make the penny. 55 million to 70 million variation every year.
That has to both be made up.
Can't be made up. It's 2 cents for every penny.
But 2 cents of copper? Because there isn't even that much copper in it anymore.
It costs 2 cents to make a penny. And they put them out in the world
You
still.
know the old adage.
You
it
know,
costs 2 cents to make a penny.
Fast nickel's better than a slow dime. You know what Joe Rome says.
Why
do we have it? The Canadians are smart people. They obviously knew what they were doing.
Well, they were smart, but they were probably way... I mean, it was way antiquated at that point. I mean, they should have stopped making it way before that,
They should have stopped making it in 17 fucking... It's so stupid. But what we've seen here, we do a lot of stupid shit on the reg.
But that seems exceptionally stupid.
Seems exceptionally stupid. I think when we come out of this, that's the first order of business, right?
Maybe.
You know, isn't that the first thing we should do?
Well, there was also that Harriet Tubman on the 20 thing. That was supposed to happen, right?
Oh, they love to stall on that.
That was really supposed
They love to stall on that.
Really supposed to happen.
You think that's going to happen now?
I don't know.
Come on now. May of 2012, nearly 1 in 7 Americans believe in the end of the world being brought on by the Mayan calendar.
How many?
1 in 7.
So that was...
Everybody.
Me.
You.
I don't know at this point. Somewhere as it approached, I got a little wonky on
the
it.
end of the calendar, which spans about 5,125 years.
Defend myself at some point in this show about this.
I believe you believed that the 5,125-year-old, I believe you called it a long count calendar.
I didn't call it that. I just referred to it as
my
that.
Mayan friend, Maya, will end on Friday, December 21st, 2012.
Yeah.
So we were like fucking fired up coming into the summer of 2012.
You weren't. I think you were maybe fired up about maybe some shit that was going to pop off because people were going to go crazy.
Okay.
But I don't think you in any way believe that there was a potential actual end of anything.
That I thought that the Mayan calendar.
Wait, you thought Y2K was real?
And I'll get to that in a moment.
Okay, well,
You
while
little
you do that,
motherfucker, you're so right. Right, actually, I'm going to go into my, what are you going into? Your
what?
a Google Doc where I'm going to, some things I wrote.
Prove.
I wrote some things
I'm gonna prove some shit
in the
here.
summer of 2012. You mentioned Y2K. That same month, Los Angeles Magazine, 52 great weekend getaways. They did a little get out of town, catch your breath, decompress, recharge the batteries. 52 little getaways out of Los Angeles. May of 2012. The number one destination for a great weekend getaway.
Let me think here. Hold on.
The number one destination for a great weekend getaway in May of 2012. Out of 52, it was number one. You just said Y2K.
New Mexico?
Albuquerque, New Mexico. So, although I get off for the Mayan 2012, I certainly ran to New Mexico for Y2K. But that's because, computers, Jonathan, they're so omnipotent. I was much more fearful. Not of that long form handwritten calendar, but of the zeros and ones. You know what they do to me. It's funny. I pulled that. We're doing an episode today. It's episode 811. Me and my closest friends, John Buckley, we went with another friend of ours, Bobby Bukowski. It was Bobby Bukowski's home in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Today's Bobby's birthday. Isn't that weird?
And
you tell me.
And Charles Bukowski has a
Charles
documentary.
Bukowski has a documentary on Friday? Hello. Apartment 7,
Wait.
Building 7.
Hold on a second. Bobby Bukowski had a place in New Mexico at that time?
There was Bobby's place, yes.
And so you went... How long were you there for?
A
Couple of days?
few days. Yeah. Albuquerque,
Did you get
New
fucked
Mexico.
up?
We drank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No drugs?
No hard drugs. I mentioned it to Buckley. He said, I have a vision of you. You had like a winter coat on. Him and Bobby went for a walk, and he's like, we came back and we could see you, and you were chopping wood. I was like by myself, whoa!
Like prepping?
Yeah, chopping wood, like a man does. We went into town and we saw fucking Shirley MacLaine and chopped it up with Shirley MacLaine on Y2K. Celestial turquoise beings, just
out on a
that's
limb.
when I was like, oh, we're definitely in the right place.
Yeah.
But when we were driving on New Year's Day to get me a USA Today in Santa Fe, because wait a minute, the world is definitely not over. Everyone's on the highway going to Sonic. Now who's the dummy? Now who's the Mayan dummy?
Planes falling from the sky.
So you get, we believe things. We get excited.
We're
It made sense to me. They were talking about things were set, numbers, and things would shut down. What do I know? I didn't have the internet then. 99.
Yeah.
May of 2012. Aloha. This spring, bring Big Island style to your little one. Limited edition Huggies Hawaiian diapers.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah, fuck yeah.
Mahalo, Huggies.
Fucking mahalo, baby. Brightly colored tropical flowers, palm trees, a little fucking plumeria right there on the butt. Fuck yeah, it is. My baby looks good.
Does it smell Hawaiian, the Huggies?
Yeah,
Do
they
have
use a scratch and sniff, and it's plumeria. It's amazing how it's just technology. So your baby has camo fucking, or they have blue jeans. That's cute, but what's up?
Stonewashed, fucking gross.
Yeah, stonewashed gross. What's your baby from the fucking
But it
80s? The Zeke Havarici diapers by Huggies. Your baby looks stupid. Parachute pants. How many zippers can you get on a diaper, dumb baby? Meanwhile, my baby rolls in. Little scratch and what is that?
Island time.
That NB Jazz?
Yeah,
Don't worry
what is
about
that?
it.
Is that a plumeria smell?
Fuck, man.
Is that a lay?
That baby smells amazing. Is that a lay on that baby? Double lay on the baby. Bam. Nothing crazier than when fucking me and Samantha landed in Kauai and that actually happened.
You got
I
laid?
was like, this actually happened.
Hasn't happened since I was a teenager. Every time. What airline did you fly?
Hawaiian Airlines?
That's why.
I don't.
Was it Hawaiian Air? I think Hawaiian Air still does it, and the other
Actually,
ones
might
don't,
not.
or something. But I haven't gotten laid since I was maybe 14.
Amazing.
But it's the best. The hotels do it now.
Okay.
So when you get to the hotel,
And there too, yeah,
they
you're right.
they link you up. But you don't get them coming off the plane like
What
you
a
used
dream.
to. That used to be all the airlines, if I remember
Standard
correctly.
procedure.
Now I believe it's only Hawaiian Air.
Amazing.
It's a great feeling, though, when
Oh,
you get there and you
to
get
be
that around
welcomed?
your neck and it smells that good.
Oh, my
And you're
God.
like, wait, this is like out of a movie. Like, this doesn't really happen. And then you're like, it does really happen.
It does really
You're
happen.
in welcome to paradise.
You're in the Garden Island, Kauai. Oh, you're never coming back because of COVID. Thank you.
Thank God you got to go once.
At least I got to go there. I got to go to New Orleans
Once.
once.
Twice? Once.
Miami. Never got to do Miami.
You're not missing anything.
Stare at a Cubano.
Been there once.
Really? Roller skating down fucking Ocean Drive?
It's fucking
Okay.
bogus.
Okay.
Shit is bogue.
USA Today snapshots. How many days ago did you last have fun? How many days ago did you last have fun?
Can you answer that?
Fun? I mean, when did quarantine start? Friday the 13th?
You just had fun.
Friday the
You
20th?
just finished having fun, bitch.
Oh. It was July. No, excuse me, August
August
5th. Yeah.
10 p.m.
10 p.m. Thank you. These people, it's been a few days. Let's just say
I would
that.
say if you haven't had fun in a few days, that you might want to schedule some time.
Reevaluate.
You might want to figure it out.
Yeah.
You might want to book some time in a place that you like.
Yeah, someplace you have fun.
Yeah, like a laser
Like
tag.
a Dave and Buster's.
Something.
I guess it's been tough for a while because it's, with everything like
I've had fun.
but you have
I've had fun a few days ago.
You're a fun-loving guy.
And I had fun just now. I don't know if it was fun.
You love the
I
fun-loving
laughed my
criminals.
ass off, but fun, I would say, maybe within the last few days.
Wait, what do you like?
I'm just saying. I don't need to tell you what the fuck it was.
All right. But, I mean,
I've enjoyed myself and had fun doing adult recreation,
what is adult recreation?
not kid shit.
Like dune buggies?
No,
Shooting
like
guns.
like relaxing and enjoying good food and being in a pool and sunbathing and
Man, that sounds fun.
making love and
Let's, honey,
listening to music.
let's put on some good music. Let's have some good food and make some good love. And then we'll call Seth and tell him we're having fun.
What fun we've had.
Uh,
What does that fucking mean then?
I don't know what it
Well,
means.
that's the problem. Because you think of it immediately as like kid shit.
What is fun?
What is fun for you at this point? Like for Jeff, it's watching that fucking movie.
It's watching that movie for the 301st time. What is fun? Mizu.
I'm serious.
I don't know. I gotta think about it. I can't. I have to.
I think the problem is that you haven't taken the time to redefine fun for yourself as an older man.
Yeah, like the batting cages.
But that's what I mean. Like that was the last time you had fun. Was like when you did cocaine and like swung up,
Hit a home run.
hit a home run.
Hit 2 home runs.
You got to figure out what's fun for you.
So cocaine and batting cages.
I mean, for me, fun at this point. I mean, yeah, there's a few things that I get that it does fun mean that you have to be like goofy with fun?
Yeah, you got to be giggling. If you're not
That's
being
a
goofy,
lot.
that's a lot to ask.
It's a lot to ask. Because also, I don't know how much I want to see a grown ass man
Giggle.
goofing.
God, you're really goofing over there, huh?
You know. Last time I had fun was doing a live show with you. How about that? Live shows are fun.
Live shows are fun.
Would you consider that having fun?
You know what the problem is? What's fun is getting to talk to people and meet people, and we'll never be able to do that again because we'll now be like we'll have to put our hands through, like some sort of partition and like shake people with latex on,
Maybe.
and that won't be as fun. June 2012, Popeyes headquarters in Atlanta, Georgia. Not anymore. In 2018, they moved to Miami. They were founded in New Orleans in 1972. They had some possible future menu items cooking up in their, quote, innovation space.
Uh-huh.
That's where the R&D, where they do the real work. They were looking about a little menu addition. The Louisiana breaded fillet of alligator.
It's pretty good, the alligator, actually.
Yeah, well, good. Rochambeau. What's that mean?
Stop.
Can you imagine?
You could have just stopped at alligator.
Can you imagine? I can never stop at alligator. I could never stop at alligator.
It's so wrong, though. It's
but
like
yet it's so right.
It's inappropriate,
It's
I think.
hot out here.
I think it's inappropriate.
No, I found it real appropriate. With 2 P's.
I don't think you can sell alligator
It's definitely
outside
not
of
legal.
Louisiana.
Yeah, that's not legal in the States.
It's like got to be like a 10-mile radius where you can do that.
Yeah, like outskirts. Metairie? I think in
Yeah,
Metairie it's legal.
at Metairie it stops. You're done.
What the fuck, man? Louisiana breaded fillet alligator? People be eating that up and they be liking
In
it.
the airport, like before you catch a
Get any
flight.
ranch? Oh, fuck.
Best Popeyes I ever had in my life was in New Orleans. You know, they're owned and operated. It's a franchise, so people take pride in the ones that they own
I
and
bet.
they operate. And
You're gonna get the real
I would
thing.
say that the best, pretty
Actually
much hands
happened
down,
in-
best Popeyes was in the hood in New Orleans where my dad took me, and he was like, I used to go to this one, and we went there, and it was still like proper.
Damn.
I'd say the worst one I've ever had is the one that I got up there in Glendale that I go to. Not my favorite.
Yeah. The Glendale fucking Popeyes ain't
Not
gonna
so
cut
hot.
it.
Right off the 2
Oh
on Colorado.
my God, yeah.
Right off the 2 right there.
Oh, let's eat at this one. No.
I mean, it'll do in a pinch.
Popeyes always will.
But
Love that chicken from Popeyes. June 2012, Fig Newtons. They've been made by the Nabisco Snack Company.
yes.
Nabisco's been around for 121 years.
All right.
It's 129 today, since 1891. The first Fig Newtons were made at a bakery in Cambridge, Massachusetts. The product was named after the city of Newton, Massachusetts.
Did not know that.
About 20 minutes away. Didn't know that. Isn't that amazing? Newton, Mass. 20 minutes away. Fig Newton. Nabisco said in June of 2012, quote, to a lot of people, fig means geriatric. People associate it with prunes. So they've decided they're going to roll out a new ad campaign to appeal to a younger generation, younger people, and now they're just going to be known as Newtons. And they're still known as Newtons today in August of 2020.
And they're still.
And they're still called Fig Newtons by normal fucking adults.
Oh, yo, you going to the store though?
Oh, dog, you going to take your skateboard to the store?
Don't forget though.
Don't forget,
Snatch me a pack of Newton.
put on a Supreme hoodie and get me some of them Newts.
those nudie newts. Newtanos.
Yo, you got those neutrino Newts? Word. Oh, man, these Newts are fire.
Youthful. Those youthful newts.
Oh, man, backwards baseball cap.
I fuck with those though. I still eat
Fig
those.
Newtons, that's a good snack.
It's a solid snack.
It's a solid
Coach you
snack.
up. Coach your insides if you need to.
If you,
In a pinch?
You know what? I bet that's good post-drinking meal. Kind of soaks up some of that
I
alcohol.
believe people used to crave a Fig Newton in a morning after type sitch. Because
morning
maybe
after.
kind of cakes up inside you, maybe soaks up some of that booze, kind of puts a barrier between you and the world.
Yeah.
Little milk,
It's like a tastier banana.
like a low-fat milk and some newts.
Oh, God. Some of them fucking, get that good, that Newt. Oh, damn.
Pick me up a fucking satchel of them newt newts.
Break me off a piece of that Newt bar.
Hello. Supreme NYC
man.
limited edition.
Limited a dish. Oh, shit. Are those retro Air Jordan 1s? Oh, man. I'm on the sneakers app all morning. I get hungry with my bro hands. I might need a Newt.
Might need to reach me for a newt.
Fuck. June 2012. I said all my tweens off Facebook, all my tweens now on Instagram. I said all my tweens came to me. They were like,
No more.
no more.
No mas, Seth.
No mas, Grandpa.
Poppy Seth.
I'm on IG. Instagram launched in iOS October 2010. They hit that Android in April 2012.
And that was it.
And then that was it.
The rest is
Rest
history.
is hiss. Break it off. That's what cool kids do. So the rest was hiss. I bet. Now, TikTok, August 2018, after the merger with Musical.ly. And so then TikTok breaks off. But now, to me, TikTok's straight fucking pre-quarantine, as far as I'm concerned. You know I'm on that fucking Instagram fucking, what is that, Reels? You know I'm on that Reels.
I don't know what that is.
I think that just dropped, yo. We got to get on that fucking IG Reels. Or get on Triller, because fucking Sway House.
What's
fucking...
Spell Reels?
REELS. So that's where we fucking...
The one I keep hearing about is...
So I should we be dancing on Triller or should we be dancing on Reels is what we need to make a decision tonight going through the rest of August. Because, dog, quarantine, it's not going to slow us down. You know, when we're doing our choreographed fucking moves. I don't know. It's going to be up to you. You had to make the call. You got me on the TikTok. You got to get me on the Reels. You got to get me on the Triller. You got to let me know what I'm going to do.
Triller, huh?
Yeah, I've been making, I'm kind of...
Doing Triller vids.
I'm getting Triller video. I'm getting some numbers.
Learn how to make a vid on Triller.
You know? Do you?
Because this is Triller, the Triller app.
You do you.
You're dancing
Triller.
for your life. Go ahead. Well, maybe I'll go ahead.
Okay.
No, if I start reading this now, you're going to stop me.
What is it?
I'll maybe do it at the end of the show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Summer 2012. It's June. Reading an article about get my readers on. I've been waiting to do this. Oh, nice. This is an executive from the Coca-Cola Company. And he's answering some questions because there's some concern about Coca-Cola. It has a lot of sugar in it and the healthiness of the Coca-Cola product. Question, is anyone at Coca-Cola trying to figure out a way to get sugar out of all the drinks? The answer, there is a large portion of the population that relies on the carbohydrates and the energy in our regular beverages. You know, when my son gets home from school, he needs a pick-me-up with calories, but also with great taste. Okay. But critics do call the drinks empty calories. Listen, a calorie is a calorie. What our drinks offer is hydration. That's essential to the human body. We offer great taste and benefits, whether it's an uplift or carbohydrates or energy. We don't believe in empty calories at Coke. We believe in hydration. Okay. What sugary drinks limits do you place on your kids? My job as a parent is to guide them through the day to make the best choices. If my son has lacrosse practice for 3 hours, we go straight to McDonald's. We buy a 32-ounce Powerade. Dog, we get it.
Give him a Big Mac, some fries.
Listen.
32 ounce.
What do you drink daily?
Shout out Daddy.
Well, I might have a mini Diet Coke while cooking breakfast for my family.
Come on.
After the kids leave for school, I go for a run. Then I have a Powerade Zero.
No.
Then at work, I may have a Diet Coke in the morning. And then in the afternoon, I have a Gold Peak tea. Dog!
A what?
Gold Peak tea.
Gold Peak tea.
In the middle of the afternoon, I may have an 8-ounce Coke. You know, I'd rather have that, have that as a pick-me-up. Then I get home, I have 2 more Cokes with my wife. Then I watch TV and have 3 more Cokes. And then I have a Dasani. Love Dasani. I pour Dasani in my Coke, pour it on my head and shower with it. Dog. We get it. You work for Coke. It's okay. Then I'll go spray paint a Pepsi billboard. That's what I do. I do that too. I saw Mountain Dew. I saw a kid drinking a Mountain Dew, so I punched his face. I gave him a Coke. Okay. We do what we do. People do what they do. They get money. People get money to do things, and then they do them for the money, and it's just like
a mini Diet Coke in the morning.
we have it. We're making eggs and Coke. Everybody knows that. You saw that ad, Ronald McDonald. Hey kids, eggs and Coke, eggs and Coke. I love that ad.
You remember that old ad?
You remember that old jingle? Eggs and Coke, eggs and Coke. Good morning, kids. Have some eggs and Coke. I'm Ronnie McD. Play with me. You remember that catchy jingle?
It's kick it off right in the morning.
Oh yeah,
No
Coke
cough?
right in the morning, the way Jesus intended. First thing in the morning, Newport,
Wait for the kids to leave.
mini Coke. They'll go for a run, have a Powerade. Of course you will.
Yeah.
Afternoon I'll have a Gold Peak tea. Our Gold Peak line. Fucking maniac. Everyone's so fucking crazy. It's just like, stop being mental. That's the problem. Now, I guess no one's getting killed. Everybody is. It's just Coke. But just extrapolate that to, like, the top. Just like...
All the way to the top.
All the way to the top. Will we get money? I don't care. Let's do it. Say it.
Say it.
Paid? Then just say it.
Just say it.
What happens? I don't care.
You'll never
And no one will
know.
Even if they find out it doesn't, we will never get in trouble. We'll just say, what? It was pouring into the ocean, though, for 20 years. What? Was it? It's like people just do it, right?
Yeah.
Researchers studying mortality rates on over 2 million people over a 30-year time span. This is from July of 2012. Have found that statistically speaking, people are more likely to die on their birthday than any other day of the year. Oh, you are fun.
Why would you drop this on me
You
right
need
now?
to know when it's going to end. They call me the fortune man. Look in.
You know how bad you'll feel?
Look into the crystal ball.
You realize you're laughing now. What, I am at least.
You're one laughing more than me.
You're going to fucking feel like shit
Feel
here.
like shit that I predicted the future? Or feel like Nostroromados?
Nostroromados. Seth Nostroromados.
He called it.
He called it 48 hours before Jonathan died on his birthday.
Amazing. Laughed about it.
Laughed about
Hysterically.
Romados. Nostroromados.
Well, this part.
Any reason why? Do they explain that?
Shitload of suicides. So that bumps the numbers up.
Okay, I was going to think like grave drunken mistakes.
No, huge suicides. But apparently find the ultimate milestone a little too hard to bear.
Got it.
But these deaths aren't enough to account for the overall 14% increased likelihood that any given person will die on the same day of the year as the day they were born compared to any other day of the year. Because the research is still so new, it's hard to say why people are more likely to die on their birthday, but it seems likely that it's due to the stress of facing the fact that they've grown another year older, which is for many a time for looking over.
So not only killing yourself, if you manage to avoid doing that, you'll just die of heart failure because you feel so worked up about it.
So much stress. Looking back at goals, aspirations, dreams, such stress can of course lead to heart attacks, strokes, and in a lot of cases, accidents.
Yeah, I was just going to say, no skydiving kind of like, there's no thrill-seeking statistic worked into this at all.
No, it's probably more like walking down the stairs and you're not paying attention because you're thinking about how old you are and then rolling an ankle and going down.
Fuck?
So when your kids come in, they find you at the bottom of the stairs, staring at them. Are you playing? Dad? Are you playing? Kick the leg.
Quit playing.
Stop playing. Dad, don't fuck with me.
Quit playing.
Don't fuck with me for your TikTok. Don't make a Triller fuck me video. Dad's fucking with us on Triller again. He's not.
He's not moving.
Because this is Triller. Triller. Well, stress, heart attacks, strokes, accidents, yada, 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 published in the Annals of Epidemiology. They're looking at a lot of fucking numbers here, though.
I mean, it's fucking exhaustive. It's a lot of people over a long time. That's a little disconcerting, I think, for you to drop this this close
Good
to
know.
my
I mean,
birthday.
I did it in
But
July.
maybe you do it to keep.
I do it every 8 years to keep you on your toes.
You did it this time too. That back then.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, we laughed just as hard then. Look at you. You made it 7 more years. Let's not get
My
cocky.
bad. Let's not get ahead of
Let's
ourselves.
not get ahead of ourselves that birthday. I got 48 hours to go.
I guess maybe you do it as a way of keeping me sharp.
Yeah, so when you walk those stairs.
So I am careful, and then I stay present in the present moment.
It's exactly why I do it. Because it's fucking hysterical. Because your birthday is like so soon, and now you gotta think about it. That is really the main reason. So the whole fucking day you'll be like, damn, I am statistically like ready to go.
Any moment.
And accidents, I guess, have nothing to do with it, and I'm not skydiving, so fuck.
I fell down the stairs.
You want to get something to eat? No.
No, I'm good here.
No. Do you want to have it delivered? Well, he could do something when he brings it. No. Well, it was July 12th, 2012. We sat down, we put on Showtime, and our lives changed forever. Certainly for the better, and never to be the same again. We watched Polyamory. Fucking dog, good call. Polyamory, Married and Dating, an American reality television series on the American pay television network Showtime. The series follows polyamorous families as they navigate the challenges presented by polyamory, and let's just say there are numericio challenges.
It's a
Multifaceted challenges. The first being you're all fucking psychos, so that's your first main problem. Take out the polyamory. We could follow you to a Starbucks, there'd be problems. Tall. Your name's Tall. So when you're in the Starbucks and they're like, Tall, and you're like,
tall latte
there's only
for
one,
tall.
yeah. Tall for tall, there's only one guy it can be.
Tall drip for
Sandal
tall drip.
Tall drip for tall drip. Amazing. Polyamory is the knowledge and the consent and the trust of all parties involved. A triad is a triangle, is a much stronger shape, if you think about it.
Then
I don't know. Two
what
pencils.
Is this a line?
It's maniac.
It is a shape. It's a shape
It's
versus.
What we're
it's
doing
not
by
a shape.
fucking the three of us is creating a shape.
So
think about it.
The pod term is something. Is there something? A pod is more than 3.
Kamala and Michael are legally married to each other, as are Jen and Tall. The 4 of them refer to themselves as the pod.
Le pod.
Le podcast. Polyamory. So we got a couple of seasons of that. We have 15 episodes. You want to talk about fucking quarantine 2020? If you could get those right now,
we could get them right. They have to be out there.
But can you imagine not seeing them? Like, is any couples? Or
I
any
mean,
friends,
I could dip back in having seen them.
And it'd be heaven. Could you imagine though? Like, if you're listening, do
and
yourselves
you've not
a favor.
seen polyamory, get in on it.
God, I would love.
Also,
to get
maybe
that.
there's a little bit more distance to where it doesn't make you feel. I remember struggling at times.
It's insane.
And maybe the fact that these people are maybe. They've lived in the world longer, and it's
Fucked more.
Fuck. It doesn't end well for some of them, and I don't mean in death, right? But I don't think the pod doesn't last.
Nothing lasts. Certainly
Jonathan.
not that. I have an idea. We're a couple. It's really hard. You know what would make it better and easier and last longer? Add somebody.
Add another couple.
Add another body and mind in there. See what happens. I could get me some of that though. Kamala, Devi McClure, Jennifer Gold, Tal Gruer, Michael McClure. Season 2 is Chris, Leanne, and Megan.
Oh, that's right. That was the MMA dude?
MMA dude.
He was awesome.
And one of those girls, she had the on Sunset by the Old Future, that spin, I don't remember the name of it. It's a women's like pole dancing class. She had the
like yoga booty ballet or one of those ones.
Oh, I wish it was YBB.
Yes.
God, I could love to get into that, huh? What a dream. Thank you for that, Showtime.
Oh, fuck. I'm sorry. I'm just
I need looking at them, right?
Pictures of them, man.
Yeah, man. Tall, man. It's a lot to handle. If you've never seen it, to get into that right now is such a treat. Such a quarantine 2020 treat. And actually, if you're a couple,
Tall was also 34, was newly out as bisexual,
heaven.
although had
favorite.
been married to Jen for 9 years.
my favorite. Oh, so they've been married 9 years as a heterosexual couple. He's now as
he's-
bisexual. but
whilst
staying
in the marriage.
in the pod. Gonna work out. Oh, please watch it. And actually, if you're talking in your relationship right now with your partner, in whatever capacity, whatever sexual orientation, whatever your mix is right now, and you're talking about adding a third or fourth person, before you do that, please watch all 15 episodes and then make your decision.
But can you just get Showtime and just watch this? Because like you can now just watch anything that they ever had if you have an app.
We can check. We'll check.
I mean, that's what it looks like to me.
Oh, that's my boy.
It's my boy Chris. Anyway, please carry on.
We were at the Paradise Theater, Boston, Massachusetts, Saturday, July 7th, 2012.
I remember.
What a great night. Amazing night for me. A conquering hero to come back to the Paradise, a legendary rock and roll club. I was reading a card Tim Douglas gave me. It's a photograph of me at the show. He said, you had to go to LA to follow your dreams, but you had to come back home to reach paradise.
Nice. So good. I remember you were like, Guns N' Roses played here, and I was like, this is it. I was like, we're gonna be top of the world, man.
We're top of the world, man.
My friends Ged and his brother Cyrus were there, and I think it was the first night I ever met Cyrus, or maybe didn't meet him that night and like met him later, but like he moved to LA and like we see each other all the time. But Ged, I was like, I couldn't believe. Anyway, it's just I remember them clearly being there, and they're like
happy,
like
laughing.
old friends now,
laughing.
But they were like new people in my life at that point, pretty much.
Well, they were in the audience when we decided it was time to. Andrew Dice Clay had joined Twitter, was getting a fast following with his Twitter account.
We used to read people's tweets, by the way.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
I mean, well, we had a MySpace fucking person of the week in 2006, so what do you want?
Barely, but yeah, I tried.
So a lot of people, haters, ask why my act, shtick, comedy attitude, etc. hasn't changed. If you're wondering or asking, then stop fucking following me, because you're not a fan, and I do it for the real fans. That's what I say.
Same.
Anybody calls 888-842-2357, they have anything to say about anything, I say, hey! Fuck you!
Clickety click.
Clickety click clack click! I do it for the fans! My wife got her hair done today. She looks so beautiful, and it's really shiny. Makes me want to blow my goo all over it. Hey, yong, dong, yong, dong, dong. Can't see. I'm taking one arm, bending it around the head, and I'm smoking a Camel cigarette. What did he smoke? Maybe Marlboros?
I don't know. Camels.
What did Andrew Dice Clay smoke? Do you think that's in like the comedy like Hall of Fame?
I mean, Jeff will tell us in 10 seconds.
You know what chicks like? Oh no. Oh what? What do they like?
They're like getting fucked in the mouth
Hey!
and the asshole. They like their assholes and the mouths fucked.
You grab them by the hair tit tops. You grab them by their tit tops. I don't know what a tit top is.
Tit top.
Ooh. You swing them around to their assholes whistle. They love that.
I can attest.
I met my wife. When I tell my kids, how'd you meet mom? I grabbed her by her tit tops in Hampton Beach.
Tit tops means nipples or up here where the boob starts?
Maybe where we have a little muscle and you have to have something to grab
Like
because
the
you're going to
peck?
spin into the asshole whistle. So you got to.
Maybe it's the nips.
Honey, on our first.
Was it tit tops?
Get in here. What did I grab? Nipples or tip tops?
Sigs? God damn it, Jeff.
New Mother Goose poem. Cock Robin got up early at the break of day. Went to little Jenny's window to jizz on her bouquet.
Hey.
Gale. Money, 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 money. Star is born.
Oscar nod.
Oscar nomination 1. Oscar winner.
He didn't win.
He won an Oscar.
No, he did not.
He won the Oscar
Swear
for
on
Best
my life.
Supporting Actor.
Swear on my
He
life.
won the Golden Globe, the Academy
Swear
Award.
on my life.
I was getting a Thai massage, and I asked the girl if she waxed bags at the end. She got all mad at me and made me leave. Wait, I'm just asking. It's Vegas. Yeah, he won Golden Globe.
You're a fucking
He
liar.
won the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor. That's why Lady Gaga was so upset.
You're fuck. I'm not gonna look it up because I know you're wrong. Did he win a Golden Globe for it though?
He did win a Golden Globe. No. At the chiropractor's office, needs some work done. That's what happened when you work on box the way I do. Which is funny. I was reading that, and then I'm on fucking Quavo's Instagram, and his girlfriend Sweetie's getting at the house. They got a chiropractor with one of those guns working on her back, and he's
And
just
he's
standing
like,
there filming. He's
"I
like,
put her back out."
blew her back out. And I'm like, who's this? Andrew Dice Quavo Clay?
It's Andrew Dice Clay.
Andrew Quavo Clay?
Those guns are dope. Those are no joke.
Yeah, I never had that. I want that.
Just buy it.
You get them. You can. That's not fucking professional grade.
Get it in the crib.
And and I could do it like
Or you get someone else to do it too, but you can do it
Andrew
yourself.
Dice Clay,
You could maybe get
Uncle Dice,
the Dice Man.
Could you do my back?
About $4. He'll set you back.
I didn't know you could get those.
They're fucking amazing.
I gotta go deep because I
They're
do deep tissue
amazing.
sports. I do shiatsu.
I mean, I was shocked at how good it is.
how deep it goes.
How deep that shiatsu goes.
Yeah, that sounds more like massage. What's chiropractic work?
Chiropractic work is cracking and adjusting and realigning.
After the back gets blown out
After
by
you-
Mr. Andrew Dice Clay or Quavo.
Or Quavo.
Well, who blew your back out?
Dice Man or Quavo?
Andrew Dice Quavo. Miss, who blew your back out?
Just
Tell me, was it Andrew Dice Clay or was it Quavo? I have here. Oh,
I'd be a bit embarrassed if my boyfriend.
I think normally, but maybe in celebrity couples or people that are living their lives maybe that openly in the spotlight. I mean,
I don't think
if
that's
you watch
still
like Cardi B's
it's
Instagram, there's not
poor
much.
taste though. Was it not be?
I would say it is, but I'm just saying it's possible that it might fit the brand, maybe as a celebrity.
I mean, I could if you were doing it as a joke, meaning.
Quavo don't joke about that. Absolutely doesn't joke about.
So you think it's a bit on brand?
Maybe, I don't know. I'll have to ask Sweetie. Like, did you find that? Maybe she was like, "Quavo, are you out of your fucking mind?" You know.
But there's no way he did it to just be like, "Oh my god."
Funny? Maybe he was just
He
being
was
funny.
being funny. Like she was getting just chiropractic
Yeah,
work,
they
but
were
he was
playing
just
basketball,
like, "Oh, I
and she
blew her,
like, yeah,
I
he
blew
like,
her out."
she was packing him down the lane, and he put an elbow in her. I don't know.
I don't know either.
The next time I see them, I hate this. Is I've never met either one of you. This might be rude, but I do a comedy podcast. When you said you blew her back out, was that a basketball injury? Or was that from actual intercourse? And where do you get those guns?
How much did you pay for that gun?
Teachers Rock on CBS. America's educators are being honored by Josh Groban, Fun, Dierks Bentley, Adam Levine.
Is Fun a band?
Fun is a thing you have every few days.
Doctor's orders.
Adam Levine gets up on that stage.
Wait, is Fun? Did you say Fun? Did I hear that?
Was that the We Are Young? Is that Fun?
Wow. All right, Jeff.
It's in the soundtrack of Windy City Heat. Where the fuck it's the
Did you get that brand of cigs? Amazing.
maybe Marlboro?
Oh.
Oh! Hey! Oh!
All right.
Adam Levine. I had this guy. It was my math teacher when I was a senior in high school. His name was Mr. Kelly. He came up to me towards the end of the semester and he said, look, hey man, I don't know what I can do for you. You're failing my class, you know? And I went to the kind of school where if you failed a class, you couldn't graduate.
You mean school?
I mean school. Oh, so you went to school.
School.
You fucking asshole. I went to this crazy place, man. It's like they gave out...
That meant fell.
they gave out letters to mark your progress. Amen, excellent. I don't know why it wasn't E. F meant fuck up. I understood that. I got a lot. I got this tattoo back here, and it's, you see Drake's tattoos? He's on the fucking beach. Somebody was like, he looks like a fucking Zoom meeting. It's like...
It's not real, is it?
Oh, he's got every person...
It's like all dead rappers or something?
Anybody that's ever did anything is there doing it.
I didn't think that was real.
It's like Wayne Gretzky, like...
I thought it was just like a T-shirt and then somebody made it into his back piece.
Anything that's ever happened in his life. Somebody that served him fucking coffee at Tim Hortons. That's the fucking...
Timmy's.
Timmy's.
Timmy, my favorite Timmy's man.
It's fucking insane.
People, man.
People, man! No reason! Top of the world, top of your game.
Trillionaire.
Trigillionaire.
That fucking
Why?
plane and shit. Worst tattoo ever.
It's insane. Anyway, sorry. So I was like, oh man, I got to go on tour this. As I finally, I got out of high school. I got to pursue my dreams. He said, listen, I don't want to mess with your life. Like, I believe in your talent, and I believe that you're going to do amazing things with your life and with your music. And I'd feel horrible holding you back for this one minor little snag. He basically said to me, like, listen, I'm going to give you a passing grade in the class, but you got to promise me that you're going to, like, move like Jagger. Can you promise me that?
I was like, don't. Yeah, I'm about to like...
Listen, I'm going to turn this F for fuck up into an E for excellent, but you got to do one thing. You got to motherfucking move like Jagger. I've been actually working on a beat. Listen. He has writing credit that fucking Mr. Kelly has publishing for.
Well, I got a little thing for you here.
He basically said to me, listen.
The band that he's in at this time while he's in high school.
Okay.
That he's talking to him about, believing that they were going to be
the biggest band in the world.
The biggest band in the world.
They did become the biggest band.
I believe they were called Cairo Gang.
Okay, it was not Maroon.
It was pre-Maroon 5. And
wasn't something, what's it called? Wasn't it like Stacy's Flowers or something? Wasn't it something really bad? It's like a really, really, it's like a worse name than Maroon 5. You think you can't have a worse name and have more success, but I think they had a name before that might have been worse.
Might have. Please go ahead. Go on.
But, I had a very clear, distinct idea of what I want to do with my life, and he knew that. He wanted me to achieve my goals. So some might think that this was irresponsible, but I thought it was the coolest thing on earth.
Kara's Flowers.
Kara's Flowers is such a fucking terrible name for a band. Do you know what's a worse name than Kara's Flowers? Maroon 5. He said, I'm trying to make it here. He knew I was going to be able to follow through with what I wanted to do, and it's nice when someone can see through the, kind of the sometimes bureaucratic way that the system works with high school. What the fuck are you talking about? You don't want to move, you got to do this thing, and he let me do that. He saw past that, which was so cool. Ladies and gentlemen, a teacher who rocks, Mr. Pat Kelly. Then Pat Kelly came up. He was like, ooh. And then it was like, I love that. So is Kara's Flowers, and then they became Maroon 5, or is it a totally separate band?
No, that's
somebody was like, I got a great idea for a better name, and they were like, let's go for it. What time we got here? Oh, we got time to, right? Yikes. The last print edition of Newsweek magazine.
I guess the guys in Kara's Flowers were originally Maroon 5, but it seems as though maybe that Levine is maybe the only one
who made it out alive.
No, Carmichael, Jesse Carmichael, and Levine, I guess.
Was it for your birthday? I had some of the
gunshots.
I had some of those neighborhood kids pop off for your birthday. The last print edition of Newsweek magazine will be coming up this December 31st, 2012. Newsweek has been around since 1933. So, Jonathan, this was in October of 2012. We were learning in 2012. We were seeing the end. Oh, this is...
Simon Helberg was in a
You're
band.
talking about the actor Simon Helberg.
Was in a band with those guys prior. I think
You're talking
prior
about
to Kara's Flowers.
Big Bang Theory's Simon Helberg, a friend of yours, was in a band with Adam Levine pre-Kara's Flowers. What was that called?
Cairo Gang.
Cairo Gang.
I might be off here.
Kyro.
What?
Kyro.
No, like Cairo, like Egypt.
Oh, Cairo. Cairo.
But maybe I could be told. This could be like a fucking total
Maybe this
hallucination.
could be a band that you wanted to be in with Adam Levine, that you proposed to him and he turned you down, and you've...
No, I never knew Adam Levine.
Adam, it's Jonathan. I've got a great idea. Cairo Gang. That's very bad as well. September of 2012, I just jumped it. I don't know. This still exists now because I did it. If you go to www.americaspodcast.com, it goes to UhhYeahDude.com.
What?
If you go to www.americas...
Yeah, I knew that fucker. Of course I knew that.
That's amazing.
Well, that's what my fucking Facebook page was called.
That's amazing.
Well,
This was in September 2012,
But I made it that way.
okay, did it last night. That's so cool.
Somebody else just gave us the URL, Dude, which is 1H,
Yeah.
so that I guess
I didn't
maybe
know what that- yeah.
And I guess maybe it'll help because people like
Yeah,
miswrite
Nick-
it, and then
Nick
they'll be
said
like,
if you type in the I and you miss an H, we're still right there. Got all our bases covered. September 2012. In the first scientific study to test whether doubts about getting married are more likely to lead to an unhappy marriage and divorce, UCLA psychologists report that when women have doubts before their wedding, their misgivings are often a warning sign of trouble if they go ahead with the marriage. The UCLA study demonstrates that pre-wedding uncertainty, especially among women, predicts a higher divorce rate and less marital satisfaction years later. People think everybody has premarital doubts and you don't have to worry about them, said the UCLA doctoral candidate in psychology, lead author of the study. We found they are common, but they are not benign. Newlywed wives who had doubts about getting married before their wedding were 2.5 times more likely to divorce 4 years later than wives without these doubts. Among couples still married after 4 years, husbands and wives with doubts were significantly less satisfied with their marriage than those without doubts.
I wasn't listening. I was too busy trying to find out if I'm like hallucinating. I'm almost positive that this band existed and Simon Helberg and Adam Levine were in the
Do
band
you want me
together.
to text Simon right now? See if-
No, but I'm sure there's somebody listening who knows us, who knows him and me, and is like mad at me because they're like, "You're a fucking moron, like you don't remember anything correctly."
But you're pretty sure...
There's some version of this. I will be corrected, but there's some connection here that I'm maybe bridging an incorrect gap, but I believe that that's correct-ish.
Okay.
There's definitely a connect.
Some sort of connection.
Like
Musical.
yes. And I also, bringing myself back into the fold, Simon and I, we sort of knew each other as younger people because our parents were friends, but he and I didn't meet until we were out of high school. However,
Did you start any...
I
any
saw
band with him?
Cairo Gang, that band,
Perform
play
live.
in Woodland Hills
So you are
at
sure
a
that there was
Cobalt Cafe,
there was a-
along with Aaron Embry, who was Ethan Embry's brother, who's a musical genius. But I saw him play.
You mean
then.
Ethan? You're talking about Ethan Randall, okay? Because depends on how you know him. I know him as Ethan Randall. He's on a hot guy list. Is Aaron Randall as hot as Ethan Randall?
I would say they're yeah.
Fuck.
I would say they're
Wow.
maybe they're
Like the
equally
Hemsworths.
hot and different.
They're like the American
Hemsworths.
Hemsworths.
Yeah.
Do you know the Randall / Embrys are the American Hemsworths?
Incredible musician.
Adam Levine? I know. I know.
Simon Helberg, actually.
know.
Amazing pianist.
Is that true?
Incredible piano player.
Wow.
Pretty legit.
Really?
Yeah, he plays in that fucking movie.
That stupid ass movie, you think I saw that? He plays in that movie with Meryl Streep.
Yeah, but he's like, that's really him playing.
I didn't
But
see
yeah, he was like an insane piano player.
I didn't
like
see
jazz, like
What is that movie? They're in like
I don't-
Budapest
don't
in
ask
like
me.
the 1930s.
don't fucking. Is Rupert Everett in it?
Then I would have seen it. In the first scientific study to test whether doubts about getting married are more likely to lead to an unhappy divorce,
Are you telling me this again? Because I didn't listen.
UCLA psychologists report that women who have doubts before their wedding, their misgivings are often a warning sign of trouble. It's saying that it's not benign. Women who have doubts before their marriage have higher divorce rates.
Okay, but what about it's just the abject denial of the other ones?
Meaning they're going into it like
the fact that they have misgivings is nothing in comparison to the people who are just fucking blatantly pretending that they don't, and then later on are just too stubborn to admit that they were fucking wrong.
I can change him. He won't cheat with. I mean, he was with her when we met, but he won't do that to me. Every study I've read is if you got the moves like Simon.
Like Simon. Moves like Simon.
No, he wouldn't cheat on me. Yeah, but he cheated on her when you got together. No, but he wouldn't do that.
But he
with
was
me.
cheating on you. I mean, with her.
You know, he did it with his last girlfriend before that. Yeah, but he won't do it with me because I change him.
I changed him up.
I make goulash, and they love it.
They.
Got the moves like Simon. Kids who get gifts of scratch lottery tickets tend to begin gambling earlier in life.
Fuck yeah.
Which is a possible risk factor for more severe gambling disorders later in life.
You gotta take your licks early.
The Yale School of Medicine in the Journal of Adolescent Health. This is October 2012. Kids who get do kids get scratch-offs?
I mean, I maybe got a handful.
I didn't know you gave kids.
It's a fucking way cooler present for a kid than an adult. I don't know why I haven't thought of that.
Kids would go crazy if you
You
gave them.
handed a kid $20 in scratchers, $1 scratchers.
Lose their mind.
Here's the greatest present you've ever been given in your entire fucking shitty
you have
little
the chance
life.
to win $5,000.
A week for the rest of your life.
Where'd your skateboard go? I sold it after
For
you gave
more
me this.
scratchers. Thanks, Uncle Jay.
Thanks, Uncle Jay. I sold my skateboard. You could get those kids fucked up right quick.
I think that's a...
Give them a little fucking nip of vodka with that. Hey, don't tell your folks.
Toke.
Don't tell your folks.
Take a toke, take a sip, take a coin, and fucking get scratching.
It's cake flavored. Just drink this, 2 of these, scratch these. Where's your skateboard? You fuck a kid up.
I think you start them out early, and then you hope
have
that
to.
by then,
Get
by
it
the
out of
time
the system.
well, not only that, you take your licks early, but the licks aren't as bad as they would be if you took them as an adult.
Skateboard's not a car. So
Exactly.
Playboy Advisor, October 2012. I had a party at my house. One of my friends brought his new girlfriend, who is absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
I served her a beer in a pint glass. When she finished, I noticed her lipstick had left an outline of her lower lip on the glass.
Oh boy, this is bad. This just got bad.
As soon as everyone left,
No way you jerked off on
I
it.
began to masturbate
Into the glass.
while fantasizing about her. When I put her lip mark against the head of my erect penis,
Weirdo.
I immediately came into the glass.
Great job, weirdo.
In any
What's the question?
in my mind,
freak.
her lips made contact with my cock.
Well,
It did. I repeated
DNA
this
did.
routine. It fucking technically
straight
did.
up did.
It did. It kind of did.
Her spit, her DNA, her
He-
lips,
he
her
should
cells.
call his friend and say,
Your fucking girlfriend sucked my dick at that
"She
party.
sucked my dick last night. Her DNA's all over the head of my
She's
dick.
been doing it for
Do you wanna-
3 weeks.
Her DNA's all over the head of my dick. Do you want to see it? You want to test it? Test it." I repeated this routine over the next month and sometimes got hard just staring at the glass.
Whoa!
Is this behavior abnormal? And
Yes!
if so, what should I do?
Nothing.
Everything. Have
Just
more parties.
Wait, get another party.
Give a swag bag at the door with lipstick to
Dude,
everyone that enters.
That is so
it's
far out that it's almost like innocent and pure to me.
it is so beyond the pale. It's almost G-rated.
It's like
Oh, that's cute. It's quaint.
it is quaint.
It's definitely the opposite of quaint.
It's almost quaint. It's nearing quaint.
If by almost you mean the exact opposite, yes. If that's what that word means.
I'm just saying, like, that is...
Imaginative.
But imaginative, like, the night of... Maybe there's some aura of hers still around
The
that
fragrance
glass.
is
But
still-
a month later to be able to still get off on the lip stain on a pint glass, you are in a zone,
30
bro.
years later.
I salute that
This is
man.
actually from a 1972 play. He's been doing this for...
I salute you.
I salute you, fucking psychopath.
Now, is it wrong? No.
Nothing's wrong. Everything's right.
No, a lot of things are wrong.
If somebody gets
Some
hurt...
things are wrong.
If nobody gets hurt, nothing's wrong.
But that's wild.
He's got to tell
She
a
must
friend.
have been a knockout.
Stunning. Stunning.
I served her a beer in a pint glass. Couldn't wait for that fucking party to end.
Oh, getting everybody... Pulled the fire alarm. Went down the hallway and just pulled the fire alarm. Sorry!
But then I thought, just
Immediately. It's all he's thinking about.
pushing it onto the
Yeah.
lips.
Oh, yeah.
How can you... Listen, one time, I get it.
100 times?
100 times, you lost me, bro. You lost me somewhere.
What's weirder, seeing The Greatest Showman 100 times or doing that 100 times? What's weirder?
Greatest Showman.
Okay.
Hands down.
What if it was 100 times in 100 days?
Doesn't matter.
You made a mantra.
Greatest Showman is weirder no matter what. Hands
Okay.
down, no matter in what capacity. One time
What
is
if it was?
weirder.
What if it was Hugh Jackman's lips that touched the glass?
One time doing it is weirder.
Okay. He's got to call the friend and can he? What happens when he sees her again in real life? What would?
Well, I mean, I think you try to get her to put some other imprint
DNA,
into something
another,
else.
like,
to
Hey,
put,
get something from the fridge.
have anything you
Make
like.
food here. You use the bathroom yet?
I don't know. That's the problem. I mean, I think facing that person
Oh, soup. Oh, those scissors. I'm sorry. I just cut all the
sliced your
sliced
arm.
some of your
off.
hair back. I'm sorry.
I think
Yeah, this is
you run into problems once
Once the authorities, you
think
run into
once-
huge problems.
once you have to like, oh, you're engaged to this girl and like you're my friend and I'm gonna be,
At the wedding, stalking, picking up glass after glass. Hey, don't finish that cake or
Shit.
that fork or that plate.
don't finish that fork. Hey, don't finish that fork. I'm gonna finish it.
I'm gonna finish it.
I'm gonna finish it for you.
I'm gonna finish it for you.
That's.
It's a lot to handle.
I just wonder what the question really is. Like, is that wrong? Is that wrong? Like, is that what the question was? Is this normal?
This is more just.
Is it normal? Is like,
It's a serial killer just asking pre-murders for some validation that he's.
is this pre-murder normal?
Yeah. Is this?
Is this
cognitive
normal pre-murdering?
Is this just?
Is this normal for pre-murder behavior? Or is this
I'm
like
just asking
far
for
out?
a friend.
All right.
Do you know that traditional movies have been projected at a standard 24 frames per second for almost 90 years?
Yeah.
This was in December 2012.
Then they tried, and then it went back to that for another
That
90.
all changes this Friday, December 2012.
When we all get sick
Warner
together.
Brothers will become the first studio to release a major Hollywood movie in 48 frames a second with the premiere
Ang
of The
Lee?
Hobbit. No,
Oh.
The Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey.
Did I see that in 48 then?
It was in 48 frames per second, 3D. It
No, I
was.
didn't.
Remember, I think I only could do maybe a half hour. I mean, you can only do a half hour because of like
The movie?
the moss and the feet and shit. But like,
But did you get
it
like dizzied?
it was beyond the worst thing you could ever imagine. The worst experience. James Cameron plans on releasing his Avatar sequels
bet
at
he
an even
does.
higher rate of 60 frames.
Cool, but that doesn't exist because this is 12 years ago you're talking about that. We're talking about this fucking sequel. So what the fuck are you talking about? Because your stupid movie doesn't fucking
Amazing.
exist.
If he'd not shot him, really, he hasn't made them. Like,
They don't exist.
He hasn't.
They don't
shot
exist.
He hasn't. Do you think he's just been making this up this whole time?
I swear to fuck, there's less than than he leads us to believe.
It's maybe a short. He made a short.
He's made it.
Trying to get it into Slam Dance. That's a weird kind of come down. It's a glow down.
The problem is there's so many. The frames shoot so fast that the movies are very short.
It makes you
because it's too quick.
Now, they're talking about these images.
But Ang Lee's was what then?
Ang Lee's in 2016, Billy Lynn's long halftime walk was 120.
And you saw that too?
Saw that.
Unwatchable.
The film.
No.
Beyond it.
The format.
It was. I couldn't even. It's like you have to tell me because I can't express how fucking weird. I mean, 48 was awful. You know the
fluidity,
beyond the soap opera fluidity. This was 120. Was
like
mind bending.
Underwater.
If you
film,
you wouldn't.
It's like an underwater film.
On drugs, you would never come back from it. You'd see if you took acid and saw it, you'd never come back. Your life would be in 120 frames per second.
Got it.
Real life, the way they describe it, you would never come back from it. Maybe even a joint. I wouldn't even take that much
to just break you.
Yeah, an ibuprofen. Did you? Oh, he took a fucking. Oh, she said he had a headache in the car. What? Done. His life is in 120 frames per second now.
He broke him.
You broke him. You don't think that he's shot a single fucking sequel to that movie? Interesting.
When is it supposed? When are we supposed to see the first one?
It was supposed to be 2021, I think, but now what?
But wait, it was supposed to be a lot of things in between
then
and now. He didn't say 2021 and 2012.
Yeah, he said like 2016. He hasn't.
I want to talk about 2012.
Tell me.
Because we're almost done here, but I do remember that as the year moved on,
coming closer to December,
I started getting more concerned with the possibility that there was.
I don't want to interrupt you. Can I, before you start?
Yeah.
What
drugs
were in that time in your life were you on a regular basis taking?
I was probably doing my share of. I probably been smoking DMT. On and off.
You were doing
mushrooms, Molly.
Let's even just with the DMT, some of the drugs that the smallest portion of the world's population have ever had the experience of taking. You were going places that few had been, I would say.
Yeah, I mean,
you asked 1,000 people in the street if they've taken DMT, 1,000 people would say no.
Probably, certainly, but then.
So you were a cosmonaut. You were going to places, taking very powerful drugs, very specific and efficient mind-altering substances.
And I also believe that. That my maybe chemical predisposition, and I wouldn't attribute this so much to the psychedelic drugs, but probably to the habitual marijuana use, that I was maybe a little bit prone to some paranoid type. You know, when you say paranoid, you think it means like, that the feds are in the walls kind of stuff, but my was more of an existential sort of paranoia where I believed that there was some sort of my tendency would be to believe that there was some type of maybe more organized conspiracy to I don't know, either derail the world or maybe that there was.
But you're not talking about. You're talking about people in your life or the powers.
I would say that could probably go both ways depending on maybe where my head was at. But that as much as I didn't want to believe that there was
a new world order
validity to the idea of the end of the Mayan calendar, I would say also in part because what I'm going to talk about right here, Terence Mckenna, who was a huge proponent of of DMT, ayahuasca, psychedelic
Speaking of the
drugs.
spirit molecules, what are we speaking of?
Yeah, but he also had a theory
Okay.
that I had read a bit about at that time. And
Oh, this is good.
so he had, for those of you who don't know, Terence McKenna was sort of a psychedelic. It was his occupation was author and lecturer. He had
But he was writing and speaking about
quite a bit
about
psychedelic drugs, about psychology. He had I think he had a bachelor's in ecology, is what it's saying here. Resource conservation, and then he also studied shamanism. He went to the University of California, Berkeley.
it's a lot of nonsense.
He was accepted into the Tussman Experimental College in 1967. He began studying shamanism through the study of Tibetan folk religion that same year. Traveled to Jerusalem. He met who would then become his wife, who was an ethnobotanist. Anyway, as time went on, he started getting into mushrooms, DMT, stuff like that. But he also came up with a theory called the stoned ape theory of human evolution, which in recent years has started to actually gain a bit of traction.
Has it?
Yes.
Okay.
Which was the belief that early forms of humankind possibly evolved at rapid paces due to the ingestion of psychedelic mushrooms in nature. And that the experiences that they would have as primitive sort of brains propelled them to sort of evolve quicker than they would have had they not had those experiences.
I like this. I'm in.
So that's the stoned monkey theory, or the stoned ape theory. But then he also had something called novelty theory and time wave zero. Novelty theory, this is from the Wikipedia. Novelty theory is a pseudoscientific idea that purports to predict the ebb and flow of novelty in the universe as an inherent quality of time, proposing that it is not a constant but has various qualities tending toward either habit or novelty. Habit in this context can be thought of as entropic, repetitious, or conservative, and novelty as creative, disjunctive, or progressive phenomena. McKenna's idea was that the universe is an engine designed for the production and the conservation of novelty, and that as novelty increases, so does complexity, with each level of complexity achieved becoming the platform for a further ascent into complexity. The basis of the theory was originally conceived in the mid-1970s after McKenna's experiences with psilocybin mushrooms in the Amazon, and it led him to closely study the Kinguin Sequence of the I Ching. In Asian Taoist philosophy, the concept of opposing phenomena is represented by the yin and yang. Both are always present in everything, yet the amount of influence of each varies over time. The individual lines of the I Ching are made up of both yin, broken lines, and yang, solid lines. When examining this sequence of the 64 hexagrams, McKenna noticed a pattern. He analyzed the degree of difference between the hexagrams in each successive pair and claimed he found a statistical anomaly, which he believed suggested that the Kinguin sequence was intentionally constructed with the sequence of hexagrams ordered in a highly structured and artificial way, and that this pattern codified the nature of time's flow in the world. With the degrees of difference as numerical values, McKenna worked out a mathematical wave based on the 384 lines of change that make up the 64 hexagrams, and he was able to graph the data, and this became the novelty time wave. Now, Peter Mayer, who in collaboration with McKenna studied and improved the foundations of the novelty theory, worked out a mathematical formula and developing for developing the Time Wave Zero software, the original version of which was completed in July of 1987, which enabled them to graph and explore its dynamics on a computer. The graph was a fractal. It exhibited a pattern in which a given small section of the wave was found to be identical in form to a larger section of the wave. McKenna called this fractal modeling of time temporal resonance, proposing it implied that larger intervals occurring long ago contain the same amount of information as shorter, more recent intervals. He suggested the up and down pattern of the wave shows an ongoing wavering between habit and novelty, respectively. I'm kind of getting somewhere with this. With each successive iteration trending at an increased level towards infinite novelty. So according to novelty theory, the pattern of time itself is speeding up, with a requirement of the theory being that infinite novelty will be reached at a specific date. So, as they're mapping this wave, what coincides is that McKenna suspected that notable events in history could be identified that would help him locate the time wave's end date, and attempted to find the best fit placement when matching the graph to a data field of human history. The last harmonic of the wave has a duration of 67.29 years. Population growth, peak oil, pollution statistics were all some of the factors that he pointed him to an early 21st century end date. And when looking for an extremely novel event in human history as a signal that the final phase had begun, McKenna picked the dropping of the atomic bomb at Hiroshima. This worked out that the graph reaching zero in mid-November of 2012. When he later discovered that the end of the 13th backtune in the Mayan calendar had been correlated by scholars as December 21st, 2012, he adopted that end date instead.
So close.
So what the theory was that the world, everyone was talking that the world was going to end at December 21st, 2012. And what he said was that no, what we were going to reach was essentially that time wave zero, where all novelty, basically what he tied it into was because we talked about it, was the singularity, where novelty becomes, it's just everything is everything, that the interconnectedness of all things becomes so great that it's like it stops being the way that it used to be, and now it's this way, which is, I mean, it would be hard to explain because it doesn't make any fucking sense. But I mean, but essentially, that like you said, like they define novelty as creativity, something novel as opposed to something mundane.
Oh shit! The novel coronavirus.
The novel coronavirus. No, but I mean, if we think about how our tendency with this show in the world, and I think at that time during this, that there was something about this a mounting sort of pile of evidence that would lean towards the fact that things were coming to a head, that somehow the broken ass world that we're now currently in is like, as broken and fucking bizarre as it is, it's also like everything is everything. Like, we would never in a million years have ever thought that there would be some of the crossover and the cross lines that we now experience. And so I think at the time, what started to creep in on me was maybe not that the world was going to end, but that we were moving into some other phase, and how it was that I was supposed to be able to know or monitor that or something like that.
Did we?
I don't know.
Have we?
I mean, it feels different, but how different, or it feels like, no, it feels like it's over. But I mean, it feels to me like we're in the wake of something.
Okay.
And that as much as, and I also feel that when our capacity to stomach and endure some of the stuff that we're inundated with now, that there's no way that the people that we were then could have possibly handled the onslaught of events of not only information but
You're saying it's Stoned Ape 2.0.
that maybe we've in a way, obviously it feels like the world's ending, but that actually that we've evolved is the hope.
Okay.
Is that that in that evolution that we've been given an opportunity to look at things that we maybe found commonplace at one point that now seem like absolutely incomprehensible, because that would be a marker of growth, would be to look behind you and be like, how the fuck did we think that was okay? Right? I mean, wouldn't that make sense? That we say, oh God, why were we doing it this way? Like, this way is so much better. I mean, that would be probably, we would hope that would be progress.
Yeah. That was a lot.
There's a lot to read about it if you want to.
I don't.
Yeah, well.
It's Wednesday, August 5th, 2020.
Yeah.
Are we going to have a football season or not?
I mean,
what's your prediction? That's all I need to know.
I would think that there's going to have to be some version of that.
You think it starts on the...
I mean, I don't even know. But what I do know is that it doesn't fucking matter. Because it seems like totally, utterly unimportant, insensitive, deaf. It's
tone
just...
deaf.
It's tone deaf. Beyond tone deaf. It's beyond tone deaf. It's abject fucking
you feel that
denial.
Do you feel that way about the basketball, the hockey, and the...
I mean, it's so stupid. Well, the basketball is stupid. At least, like you were talking about, at least basketball, like, it seems plausible because it's like, oh, it's 5-on-5. It's a small court. Like, but the idea that, like, I just read a headline that the Lakers have clinched the season. I'm just like... how anyone can play along with this in all seriousness and not be like, we're just doing this for fun because we're bored out of our fucking minds is beyond me. How anyone can talk about it in some sort of way and be like, this is the same thing as what we had before is just like, it's beyond me. It's beyond me.
Saturday, February 13th, 2021, the Lodge Room in Highland Park. We're going to do our 15th anniversary. We're going to do 2 shows. That's in Los Angeles, California.
When is this?
February 13th, 2021.
Sick.
How about Milwaukee on Saturday, April 3rd,
Fuck
2021?
Yeah. That's going to be a fucking treat.
It's the Pabst Theater Group back room at
Better be getting some fucking custom dogs at the Guard.
So that's Saturday, April 3rd, 2021. And in Detroit, Saturday, June 19th,
hey now,
2021.
That's Juneteenth 2021 in the D.
2021 in the D at the Majestic Theater. So Lodge Room, back room at Collectivo, Majestic Theater. If you'd like to get tickets to see us live in 2021, as we say that again, whenever you hear this, you're going to be hearing this on Wednesday, August 5th. So we are saying these dates, and we're looking at each other and looking at you in
bewilderment.
In absolute, utter... Certainly after that, Fractal... Fractal...
You ever look into the I Ching at all?
I've looked into a few things in my day.
Yeah?
A few things about a few things.
Have you thrown some coin in your life?
I've read...
tossed some coin?
I've read a few things about a few things in my day.
Uh-huh. Mostly about football, though.
No, I read a lot of things about a lot of things, and sometimes for me it just comes back to football. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Get tickets for those shows if you feel crazy enough to plan your life that far ahead, which we have, so why not join us? We also are commercial-free, advertising-free, listener-supported comedy information podcast, My Dinner with Andre of podcasts. It's Patreon. You pledge to us there. it's a monthly reoccurring pledge. By doing so, you get access to archived episodes. You get access to all of the video, 3-camera, high definition, Jeff live cut
120
episodes.
FPS, 4K, 3D.
And
God, you guys look so weird.
You guys are really fluidy. But you get access to the video episodes. You get discounts on merch, all that kind of stuff. Speaking of merch, another way you can support the show is go to our website, UhhYeahDude.com. Click through ticket links, show notes, and also the merch store. You could buy a poster, buy a t-shirt, buy whatever we have there. There'll be new stuff coming soon if there's nothing there for you right now. So keep checking in on that. You can always do a one-time donation to our Venmo. That's UYD number 4 letter L, UYD 4L. I believe you can also search it from my name. And we have a toll-free voicemail, 888-842-2357. But most importantly, please come back. Please tell a friend.
Yeah,
subscribe to the show. All those types of things. And we'll be in... Are we doing 2013? Or are you going to tell us?
What did we just did 2012?
You going to do 2013?
I want to.
Well, we'll see. We'll have to see. But yeah, tell a friend. Come back for 812 of this this ongoing convo.
Seatbelts.
Seatbelts.